Alright, so I believe we're live. Yep, looks like we're all good. We're all live. And I'm here to basically... Son of a bitch. Okay, never mind. It fixed itself. I need to get a new HDMI cable for my computer because it's just acting up. Like my main monitor is acting up, and it's just the HDMI cable. I switched out it before, but then I decided to switch it back just because I needed to put the old one where it was. That one was like a long story. So, I know I'm about like 28 minutes into this, but this is where he starts talking about me and calling me a liar, saying that I'm lying to him. And this is where he starts talking shit. So, another way of saying it, this is basically where, he starts writing checks that his mouth can't cash. But, with all that being said, do I have any hate for the guy? I'll tell you after this. Don't worry. For those of you that know me personally, do I have hate for the guy? Well, you already know the answer to that. But anyways, let's continue. Oh, don't tell me. Did I just mute my mic? Oh, no. Good. I didn't. Sweet.
It was a mystery. We only have today to live in and make the most of it. So here we are. Someone puts a nasty video up trying to spread lies.
Oh, I know. That's me. That's me. But it's not lies. Everything I said was true. He was bullying that guy, and I was defending him. Both those are true. The only thing about that statement that's entirely true is I uploaded a video about him.
And how deceitful this person really is. Again, I work with this guy. I actually can go to work and see this person.
He works with me. He knows where I live. Yeah. He knows me.
Okay? Which, believe me, when all this started happening before yesterday, I wanted to thump on him. I'm not going to lie. I was very angry. So angry. And, I have that, that fighter alcoholic mentality.
Dear God, do you always have to bring up that you're an alcoholic? I mean, you're beating that horse dead. That well is extremely dry. If you put a hydrated person into that well, they would die of dehydration. But if you really... Okay, here. This is why he hasn't even taken a swing at me. I know I'm a small guy, but unless it's sparring, which, by the way, it wouldn't be sparring at that point if he swung at me, I don't take things lightly. I take everything like it's fight to the death. The last actual fight I was in I was still back in school. And some dude hit me in the back of the head on the school bus. And I took my Algebra 2 textbook and I bashed him in the back of the head with it. Now, I mean, yeah, I've changed, but I'm still not letting anybody swing at me.
So it's a struggle.
Listen, none of that was a struggle, okay? If you're telling me that your alcoholism's a struggle, I don't believe that. You haven't had a drink in like 14 years. I mean, that would be the equivalent to me saying, oh, building this 4-piece puzzle is hard. It's a struggle. It's like, man, I wish I had instructions to put corner pieces together. Now, if you're saying that hitting me, like pulling back the urge to hit me is difficult, I mean, I tell everybody, I was like, if you want to hit me, go ahead and hit me. But I always say that you're going to regret it. Because the one thing I want to do is hit back.
That's right, A&R. That's right. So I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm human, okay? Remember what I said the other day. I'm a human being first and a sober alcoholic second.
I feel like that's the other way around. I feel like first he's a sober alcoholic and then he's a person, because he won't let you forget that he's a recovering alcoholic. I mean, yeah, I get it. You haven't had a drink in a long time. Woohoo, congratulations. I'm not taking that away from you. What I am going to take away from you is the fact that you won't let us, go 5 minutes without hearing it. It's like, oh, it's like, hey, did you guys know I'm a sobering alcoholic? It's like, now let's talk about that political debate. Oh, by the way, did you guys know I'm a recovering alcoholic? Now, did you guys play that new Minecraft update? Oh, by the way, guys, I'm a recovering alcoholic. Now, my favorite kind of drink is, I'll tell you after this, did you guys know this is brought to you by our sponsor, me, a recovering alcoholic? It's like, dude, just get to the point and then tell that at the end, okay? If he did his entire live stream, and got to his point, and then at the end he was like, oh, guys, do you know I'm a recovering alcoholic? That wouldn't be that bad. You know why? 90% of the people would have already been gone. And the only few people that would have heard it would be Queen Bee, his wife, him, and that's it. Because MLG decided to leave after this whole thing. He still visits my streams, but he decided. But after I got banned from his stream at Magnum stream, they ghosted MLG. And I'm like, what, you're going to disrespect him? He's done nothing. So he doesn't even want to go back. And I would run 4 different channels at a time just to get his watch time up. There's actually a moment during one of his streams where I was over half of the people watching.
And I wear my emotions right on my sleeve. Not gonna lie, okay? So basically what happens is...
I'll be honest with you about this one. I don't know where that came from. Like, oh, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I don't get where that whole saying came from. Like, it's not really that popular because he's the only person I hear say it. Now, he could have came up with it, yeah, but, I mean, I doubt that. I mean, I work with the guy. He's not real bright. I mean, he may go, he has, I think, like he's an emergency medical technician. But if we're being honest, anyone can get that. I mean, I have a certification myself. I'm an emergency medical responder. I was asleep during half the classes. And I'm a certified emergency medical responder, and I'm certified in CPR. The test isn't that hard. I just have to work towards getting, my EMT. And that's if I want it. I might go back to school for it, and I might go to school to become a paramedic, but that I don't know. Oh yeah, we just rambled on. But yeah, like I was saying, he's not that bright. he's basically a crazy conspiracy theorist. Now, the reason I said crazy conspiracy theorist instead of just a conspiracy theorist is because there are actually some conspiracy theorists that base all their stuff off of actual information, off of facts and details and stuff. And it's like, you know, the only reason it's called a conspiracy theory is because, you know, it's a theory that exists around a conspiracy. Now, what's the difference between a crazy conspiracy theorist? It's one that makes like, they have a conspiracy theory about something that makes absolutely no sense. You can't prove it in any way, shape, or form. Like, he goes that we have two types of presidents. We have the one, like, the one that we vote for, who's just a figurehead. And then we have the one that actually runs the country, that's, like, picked by, you know, extensive, like, billionaires and stuff like that. But I will admit, he has one thing right. Rich people do make the actual vote for president. They're called the electors. Now, we vote who our electors are. We don't vote who the electors are directly. It's just our state's vote picks our state's electors. And then those electors go to vote for president based on what our state decided. That's why states get votes, not people. But there's no evidence anywhere on the earth that says that there is some secret figurehead running, like some secret person somewhere unbeknownst to the rest of the world, except for this guy, except for Prince Magnum, that is running the country. He's the only one that thinks this. I could be wrong. There could be more crazy people out there. I mean, there are these things called mental institutions or mental hospitals or mental rehabilitation centers. But, I mean, I can't find anyone, anywhere, that is both sane and believes this.
It happened during Wednesday Night Raiders. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever had this happen.
I remember Wednesday Night Raiders. I was playing
great way to start
Tetris
the morning
Splash.
off. Good cup of coffee. You know, I'm right there with you, Ron. Right there with you. This is the first time anything like this has ever happened. Yeah,
By the way, if you guys were wondering how I did on Tetris Splash, not good. I'm going to be honest with you about that. I mean, I played hard, but sometimes you don't get the pieces when you need them, and you get the wrong pieces just over and over again.
In my case, it's actually hurtful because of the message we try to present. Okay. Welcome back, Queen. Okay, Ron. So let me start giving you the rundown. Wednesday Night Raiders. Okay, Wednesday Night Raiders, it's a great way to support the YouTube community. Now, I always know that there's always going to be that risk. In doing this, there's always going to be that one douche tuber, that one douche canoe that's not going to appreciate it. And it's going to be nothing but hateful about it. Well, we ran into that this past Wednesday.
Before that continues, I'm going to briefly explain what a douche tuber is. For all of you that aren't familiar with the lingo, a douche tuber doesn't mean that you're a douchebag YouTuber. You can be a douchebag YouTuber and not be a douche tuber. They're two completely different things. So, a douche tuber is someone that will, yes, has to upload videos to YouTube. B, they need to have monetization. You'll know this for a reason. And then C, they have to produce content that they don't care about, that they just fake and all that, and put clickbait titles. Will either, to get views, will steal people's ideas for views, some people will be inspired by them and they'll give credit, or they'll somehow just come up with the same idea. But it needs to be proven that they stole the idea. And a great way to prove that is by looking at another person's channel. So if you're accusing them of stealing someone else's, you gotta go and find out, how many of their videos are the same. If, like, they're pretty much all the same, like, all the ideas, and they're unique ideas, and then you gotta check the date to see who stole it. Because you could just be, picking the wrong person. But yeah, a good example for that is Morgs. Then another example of being like a douche tuber is where you make all these like really bad videos, and you don't have to make just bad videos. They could be even just good ones. And even though you're getting monetized and all that, you throw in a fake giveaway of some kind, like those fake gift card giveaways or fake iPhone giveaways where they never announce the winner. Yeah, that's them. And another one is where you make like a whole bunch of like really shitty content and you throw in like a bunch of mid-roll ads. Like let's say it's like 10 minutes long and you throw in like, and yes, this is a thing. So Morgs, I did a live stream where I watched his content and just reacted to it on Twitch. And the one thing that I did was I decided to go and watch a video without my premium. So then I have ads. And in a 20-minute video, and I'm not joking about this, there was almost 27 ads. There was the ad at the beginning, an ad at the end, and then there was the rest scattered throughout the middle. But yeah, those are your douche tubers. So, yeah. Oh no, I did. Oh, I know why. It's because I clicked off.
And trying to yeah, it's a commonplace thing. Sorry about that. In a nutshell, I think we're okay. Right? Well, we're going to get to all of this in a moment. Now, I'm going to out this person. I'm not going to use their name. I even know their real name. I even know where the person lives. Okay? So it's kind of like that. Basically, at this point, yeah. Well, so let's running this down. Wednesday night Raiders, we actually had one person that was very unappreciative and kind of made a fool of themselves in their own stream. That's their own fault. I can't help that. When we went in to raid their channel, they got really upset about it. Okay, fine. Maybe you want your channel to grow that organically. It is hard to grow it that way. So if you are that dead set that you're going to do it, we won't raid you again. But because you acted like a fool, we're not going to give you any likes. And we're not going to hit that subscribe button, okay?
No, but what they are going to do is they're going to go back over to Prince Magnum's channel, go back over to his live stream, and then call him a douchebag, a douche tuber, an asshole, a jackass, stuff like that. I mean, only makes sense to do that. I mean, if you're not going to support the guy, go ahead and talk shit about him behind their back. By the way, all those people that I called a douche tuber, which is only 2 people in history, and that's Morgs and Fernando, I've actually messaged them. I think I sent them a DM through Twitter or Instagram. I don't remember. I sent them a message somehow, most likely through their email, and I told them, hey, you guys are douchebags. It's like, well, actually I said, you guys are douche tubers, and then I was like, I'm going to call you that from now on.
Because you acted a fool towards the entire group that came over there, including me. Okay? And I was very angry. I called it as I see it. The guy's a douche tuber.
By the way, he learned, and he apparently didn't memorize the definition, but he heard the word douche tuber from me, and then he started using it like he, came up with it, or he just, put a douchebag and a YouTuber together. It's like, no, dude, no. You don't know what a douche tuber is. I told you multiple times what a douche tuber is, and then you're just going to lie about it. And then decide to make your own definition. That's just like me, and yes, I'm going to start giving examples for a lot of things. That would be basically like me taking the definition of a portal, which, by the way, definition of a portal means an entryway or doorway, and saying that a portal is a container that you can store liquids in to drink from. That's not how words work. Okay, once they have a definition, you can add another definition to it, but it has to be agreed upon by a community, by the community.
Okay, he's a douche tuber. He had no business. If he's gonna act like that in his own live stream, that is his own fault.
If you guys want to know why he got mad, he didn't know what was going on. He was like, because all he kept seeing was Prince Magnum. Well, not Prince Magnum main. Maverick Nation raid. That's all he kept seeing. Maverick Nation raid. Maverick Nation raid. Maverick Nation raid. And he was like, what is this? What's going on? And he spent a good time, focusing off from his stream and trying to focus on what's going on. And then, he said that, like somebody said that, Prince Magnum was doing a stream and it's where he goes and raids people. He took from that what sounded like he was like, are you guys doing like sub for sub and stuff like that? Is like, and he was like, oh, you're promoting channels and stuff like that. He's like, he doesn't want that in his chat. He said he doesn't do sub for subs. And he talked about how he doesn't want people promoting in his channel, which is a reasonable thing. You don't let, if you don't want somebody promoting their YouTube channel in your stream or on your videos and stuff, then you have every right to say, hey, don't do that. Okay? But it was also on Magnum's fault because he didn't explain what it was, and it just sounded like he wanted to do sub for sub and that he was promoting his channel.
And I will say it right now, folks, if you're trying to get your channel monetized, keep the cursing to a minimum, okay? Because YouTube will not monetize a video at all if there's a lot of foul language.
All right, so I actually looked into what monetization is and what demonetization means. So demonetization doesn't mean that you're not going to get any money from it. Like if they show ads and stuff, then you're not going to get any money from that. No, that's not what it means. And by the way, if you're wondering where I'm getting this information, there's actually a very popular YouTuber who does engineering and stuff like that, does like robotics. His name's Michael Reeves. He actually talked about what demonetization is. And it basically means that you earn less. You earn less money from a demonetized video. Another thing, he's at like 100. He's at like around 100 subscribers. 100, I think 130 something subscribers. So he's not eligible for monetization, anyways. So yeah.
And yeah. So a lot of you already know in the community exactly what happened. Well, this coworker of mine, this person that I know,
He's talking
was
about
there.
me.
He's like, well, I get it. I don't think he's wrong for it. I'm like, well, fine. That's your business. You are entitled to your opinion. Okay? Just like I'm entitled to mine. It's one of those things, that's why I tried not to. I mean, I do slip up from time to time, and I do apologize when I do for the ladies that's in the chat or in the video. But if I'm doing edited content, I find it funnier.
I want to say this: if I cuss in my streams, just because you're a lady, no, I'm not apologizing to you. If you don't like it, well then fuck out. Okay? Because one of the big things that me and him disagree on is that I'm going to phrase it the way I see it. I don't see women as these dainty little snowflakes that get insulted by every little thing. I'm like, you can talk to a woman like they're a man. You can treat them the same way. You can say the same shit. I feel like it's more disrespectful to, censor yourself because someone's, female than to censor yourself because you want to have the more feeling of being like PG. Now, censoring yourself like when you're around kids, it's a whole different story. I get that, okay? When I go over to visit my older sister, I don't cuss in front of my niece and my nephew. I don't. Because one of them is learning to talk, and the other one, well, is just a baby, but still. When they get older, yes, I'll cuss in front of them. It's gonna happen. But that's more the fact that it's because I see them as people.
If I bleep myself out. To me, it's funnier that way. But that's, again, my opinion. That's just how I edit my videos. So now that I've said all of this, okay, bear in mind, okay, he goes into the other person, goes back to the other person's channel and starts talking trash about me.
So here's what happened. So I went back and I was like, hey, he's over there calling you a douche tuber and is like just saying shit behind your back. He was like, oh, he's calling me this and that. And he's like, okay, whatever. It's like, I don't care. And basically, I started, trying to converse with him, and he was like, I was like, yeah, they're just trying to help. It's like, he wasn't trying to promote his channel. It was more he wanted to help you get watch time up and stuff like that. And get more views and stuff. And he was like, all right, well, it's just the way that it sounded. It sounded like he was trying to promote his channel or do stuff or stuff. And I was like, he's not. And I told him about what a raid is, and he was like, oh, I know what raids are from Twitch. It's like, it's just YouTube doesn't have them. And I was like, yeah, you're right. YouTube doesn't have them. It's not like a set thing. Also, Magnum doesn't really understand what a raid truly is. It's when you start ending off your stream, you start finding another channel that's like similar to your content. And then, or just someone that you like watching, and then you send them over to their live stream. So that when your stream ends, people can still watch good content.
Okay? It's my opinion. That's right. And, but I will also say that a lot of cussing and, a lot of cussing in your stream kind of also, it deters from the message sometimes. I mean, sometimes you...
Okay. The dude's live stream was a Grand Theft Auto live stream, and it said 18 plus. So I don't know what his message is there. Oh, we're playing Grand Theft Auto, and it's for people 18 or older because we could say some very offensive things. I mean, like, what if I just decided to play Minecraft? Huh? It's like, what's the message there? And I mean, I can just go around and start cussing and everything. And it's like, well, the message here is, in video games, the laws of physics are a thing, aren't a thing. But in real life, the laws of physics are a thing. It's like, I'm not teaching people things. It's like, if I'm going to give out a message, I'm not going to be like, well, hey, listen, it's like, you know, it's like this over here and it's like that over there. But, you know, I'll actually create a message. And cussing can be, and it's not that big of a deal. Who fucking cares? I mean, I'm not going to throw a fit because I turn on to, you know, I don't know, Jacksepticeye's live stream and it's like, oh my god, Jacksepticeye said, damn, I'm a little baby, a little snowflake that just got offended. It's like people just need to grow the fuck up.
You got to do it to emphasize, you know, what you're trying to say. And, you know, the swearing, you know, the cussing and the swearing shows sometimes it's needed to show that emotion.
Yes, what I am saying with all my cussing and swearing is, listen, if you guys get offended, you just need to, you know, stop being a pussy and grow the fuck up. Okay? You're not going to hear all the things that you want to hear in life. By the way, yes, this stream/video, because I'm saving it, is going to have a lot of cussing in it.
You know, so just be smart about it. You know, just be smart about it. You know, sometimes you got to put that out there and really say what needs to be said. You know, so if you're a small channel and you're trying to build up, keep it to a minimum. But then, you know, basically, you know, Sean. So now that I've said that, you know, he goes, starts talking trash. My little sister was watching him and spotted it. And she turned right around.
Well, I also told him the next time I saw him at work, which is Friday, because I had the next 2 days off, and I was like, I'm not going to go to McDonald's.
And immediately banned him from my channel. Dropped the ban hammer. Gone.
Okay.
And he
told me that
catches
Friday.
up with me later on Friday, and it comes out. You know, I talked to that guy. It's all cool. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Don't try to lie to me. I said, really? I said, because my little sister was watching you in his chat and busted you. You've been banned from my channel. What? I've been banned?
What? The over-exaggeration? Like, oh my god, seriously? If anybody in the entire fucking world believes that I would have acted like that to hearing that, unironically, is a fucking retard. Like, they have to be the stupidest motherfucker in the world to believe that. You want to know how it happened? Here, I'll play both parts, okay? It was like, oh, hey, Magnum, over here. It's like, okay, so I talked to the guy, and I got everything all sorted out, and it was like, no, you didn't. It's like, my sister saw you in the stream, and it's like, and she banned you. And I was like, wait, I'm banned? Yes. That was it. I was just like, wait, I'm banned? And I had a hit to confusion because I was like, well, I don't know what I did, but okay.
I'm like, yes, no more support.
By the way, he said that he was, after it, he was like, I'm going to go back to the guy's channel and I'm going to check out the chat and everything, and we'll see where it goes from there. I was like, I don't care. I was like, alright, whatever. That's literally how I said it. I was like, alright, whatever. I didn't say that I didn't care, because if he doesn't want me there, then I won't be there. Because some of you may not remember this, but it was a while back. I made a joke. His wife got all mad about it, and we even talked on Discord. I'll see if I can pull it up. Okay, here you go. Let's see here. Okay, I don't want to put this in chat, but go ahead and have Dennis take away my mod. I'm not coming back to the streams. See, like I said, I'm not coming back to the streams. The only reason I did was because me and him talked, and I was like, listen, I'll come back. It's like, if you take the mod away. I was like, I don't care. Me and him joke like that all the time, which we did. We did joke like that all the time. I was like, hey, you want to buy? It's like, hey, I'm going out for a drink. I was like, you want anything? It was like, he'll usually go like, he'll usually give like a, kind of like one of those, shut up, like, like he's joking and shit like that. Or what he would have done was like, yeah, I'll take a Jack and Coke, hold the Coke. No, I'm kidding. I wish that's more of my order, but he'd say that he'd take a Jack and Coke, hold the Jack. But anyways, let's see here. And by the way, yeah, I actually did mess up saying that the first time. It's just, I'll be honest with you about that one. We joke like that all the time on streams and at work. Everyone knows that it is a joke, but you make it seem like I would give him alcohol if he said yes. My way of joking is different than yours. I get that. Mine is a darker humor, and you don't seem to understand that. She said he clearly didn't like it. WTF are you talking about? This stream was like forever ago. I'm not going to try and hunt it down. It's all the way, this message was back in August 15th. Is that August? Yeah, yeah. Okay. But I mean, he gave it a chuckle and then just, moved on. I was like, so typo. So now you speak for him. When did you two start sharing your brain? He's my husband. I know his social queries better than anyone. Sorry. Do not mess with me again. I tried messaging her to say that's the smartest thing you've said. Because it was. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, sure you do. I mean, yeah, because you guys have the ideal marriage. By the way, if you couldn't tell, I'm rolling my eyes at that.
From me, you're not allowed to talk garbage like that to me.
I wasn't talking garbage to you. I wasn't talking garbage about you. I actually tried defending you.
If you can't stand, if you can't look at me, basically, if you can't look me in the eye and talk to me man to man, man to man about how you feel, then, no.
Well, I mean, with a current situation that's going on at work, I'm not going to go into details, just because I want to keep that as in like an isolated situation, like an isolated thing. It's like, if you guys know, you guys know. That's it. But you guys shouldn't know, because unless he's been going around running his mouth. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, right now I'm not talking to him. Until this entire thing's blown over with, I'm not talking to him. Once it's all blown over with, I'll basically go say, yeah, you're a piece of shit.
You don't get to talk that kind of smack behind my back, okay? Sort of trash talk. I wouldn't tolerate that when I was drinking, and I'm not going to tolerate it now.
See, he has to bring up all the time that he used to drink. I mean, dear God.
That was the end of it. And he's like, well, there was more said. I smoothed things over. Really? I'll tell you what. I'm going to go home and I'm going to look at that stream. I'm going to take a close look at it. And if it's like you say it is, it'll all be cool. I went for that particular stream to, take a good close look at what was said in the chat. Here's the surpriser, folks. That video was taken down, edited, and put back up as a compilation video cutting out the chat. This was orchestrated, folks. This was orchestrated. Then.
Okay, so, listen, okay? So, he said that it was orchestrated. He said that the stream was taken down and edited without the chat, and then turned into a compilation video. Alright? Now, with all that being said, that would mean that me and this one guy, not even knowing each other, personally or professionally, would have to have gotten together, planned this, and then I didn't post the link to his channel in chat, somebody else did, and then I would have had to work with whoever posted the link in chat. Then we would have had to work together to have him post the link, and then you go and visit the stream, and then all this breakdown. Now, we're going to look at when his stream was. So his Wednesday Night Raiders, this is the one before, like the most recent one according to this video. And it was on September 30th. Okay? September 30th, 2020. Okay? Now, the reason I'm pointing that out is because we're going to go look at, and see, we'll even go back here to his videos. Alright. The video that we're currently watching. And then his Wednesday Night Raiders. September 30th. Now, let's go back to this guy. S. Meadows. Oh, sorry, he's at 193. Sorry, I don't remember. Okay? This is the most recent compilation, his GTA 5 Online Funny Moments. And it was September 22nd. So 8 days before the live stream. And yeah, it has no chat or anything. Alright? Now, let's go back. Okay?
Alright, here we go, guys.
We'll go to videos. Alright, this was 12 days ago. This was the one that we just looked at, which was 8 days before the stream. So my question is, how did he take down a live stream and then post up a compilation 8 days before the live stream took place? Okay, oh. There we go. Gotta hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications. That's the only reason I didn't know about this one. So, yeah, apparently it was orchestrated.
Later that day, he releases the video where nobody would be able to see what was exactly said by him. This was orchestrated.
Yeah, orchestrated so well. So, me and him, before even knowing each other, and, I mean, we only chatted during that live stream, and that was it. We still haven't chatted afterwards. But anyways, before me and him knew of each other, we got together with another member of the Prince Magnum's, group, community, whatever you want to call it. We grabbed another person from him, and we all got together. We planned this. We're like, all right, so you're going to go and you're going to live stream, okay? You're going to post his live stream during a Wednesday night raid. So remember, you have to post your live stream on Wednesday, okay? So go live on Wednesday. Okay? Once his live stream, starts going, and Magnum's been streaming for a little while, I want you to take his link and post it in Magnum's channel, okay? Now this is where you come in, okay? So once he does this, we're all going to go over to your channel, his entire stream and everything, okay? You start getting mad, okay? And then kick Prince Magnum, basically, make it work. Prince Magnum wants to just leave, okay? You go with him. You're with him, okay? You just go, okay? You need to make yourself look like you're a good guy. Because remember, I can't post the link. because it'll make me seem like I was involved, okay? But then I'll stay and I'll basically say, yeah, he called him a douche too. I'll basically tell you, it's like I'll go over there, I'll see like he's gonna call you a douche tuber, just know it, okay? And I'll come back and I'll say something. I'll tell you that he's calling you a douche tuber. And then me and you will work it out. We'll work it out. Okay? And then I'll get banned. Okay? And then when you end your stream and he ends his stream, I want you to take down the live stream, okay? No. Let me finish, okay? I know it's going to be a good live stream. You want to keep it up for the views and shit. I get that, okay? But this is what I'm thinking. So you take it down, and then you edit the stream into a compilation. Okay? And then post it 8 days prior. Yeah. Yeah, genius idea, isn't it? I was like, I don't care how you go back in time to post it. Just do it. Oh, and also, don't forget to cut out chat. I'm like, seriously, dude?
Now, that is how low this guy is. I'm going to say it, and this is a little bit of emotion. This guy is so low, if he sat on a piece of toilet paper, his feet would dangle. He's been in trouble numerous times at work. Several times. Nearly lost his job due to sexual harassment, and he...
Okay. So... I have gotten in trouble numerous times at work, but I've been there for like 5 years. Everybody gets in trouble at work. Okay? Sexual harassment things, 2 times, 1 male, 1 female, and they were just well, one was more of a noise that the chick was like, oh, that's inappropriate and offensive, and then went and, told me for sexual harassment. She doesn't work there anymore. Actually, both people don't work there anymore. They both quit. The second person was like a 50-something-year-old guy. And I told a, dirty joke. And I'm not going to say it here because if it got me in like, hot water over at McDonald's, then I'm not going to say it over here. But anyways, I said a dirty joke. And he went and told me for sexual harassment. Neither one of these 2 people liked me at all. So, having a chance to just, have someone wrote up for sexual harassment, yeah. Especially if you don't like them, yeah, a lot of people take that.
He swings the other way, so the sexual harassment is coming from guys.
Okay, so, with all that being said, you guys now know, which... By the way, I know more about my write-ups than he does, okay? I would be the one that gets wrote up. He's not even in management, so he wouldn't even know. And both times that I've been wrote up for sexual harassment, both have been warnings. And one was male, one was female. The one that came from a female wasn't really taken, as seriously, because I basically explained what happened, and they're like, yeah, it also doesn't make sense that you're, sexually harassing a female if you're gay. Now, I do make these little jokes between 2 people that I work with, but one I've known since I was in, high school, and the other I'm, extremely close to. It's like, we joke all the time. It's like, I make, these sexual jokes at him, and then he makes sexual jokes about my mom, and I'm like, it's, all good. Pretty much it's just, classic, your mom kind of shit. It's it's for instance, if I asked him, it's like, oh, hey, man, where'd you get that shirt? It's like, your mom. I'm like, it's that generic. And what I pretty much just say to him is it's like, nice man bun, dude. And I'll be like, and then I'll just go hey, man, you're looking pretty hot today. And I'm like, if you're like a really good friend with him, it's like everybody does that because he's going to do it too. I mean, it just happens.
Okay? But here's the problem with that. The guys are going to be embarrassed to talk about, some other dude sexually harassing them.
Actually, statistically, men are more likely to file sexual harassment claims against another male than anyone is to file sexual harassment claims towards a member of management. I would actually be more likely to be written up for sexual harassment if I actually sexually harassed a male than if I was going and sexually harassing a female.
It's embarrassing, okay? But here's the thing, okay? He's that much of a low-life snake,
I mean, I don't look like a snake. I mean, I have hair, live. I came from live birth. I have like this fleshy skin. I would believe that I'm Homo sapien, which I believe that means human being. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry, I'm not great with my Latin. But yeah, I mean, I don't even look like a snake. I have arms and legs.
He talks horrible to all the ladies there. He thinks...
Okay, in my defense, I talk horribly to everybody. I mean, and if I talk horribly to you if you work with me and I talk horribly to you, it's because of one of two reasons. One, you suck ass at your job and you make work harder for me, or two, it's because it's like I'm joking with you and that's it. By the way, I don't think he's ever going to bring up that I talk the same way to all the guys, too. Because he wants to seem like, this manly man that sticks up for women, especially even though it's 2020 and women can defend themselves. I mean, I don't speak for men, I don't speak for women, but I do know that there are a lot of strong women in the world. It's true. So, and I bring up this, I always tell people, it's like, if I say something offensive, something that you don't like, just tell me and I won't say it anymore. I have made jokes towards some managers of mine that they go, hey, listen, man, that's not that funny. Would you not do that anymore? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. I don't say the joke around them. Like, if I ever say the joke again, I make sure that I'm not even working that day.
Thinks that he's some great guy, done all these great things, and he's full of crap.
I mean, I haven't really done a lot of great things. I don't know where he's getting this from. Hopefully he'll give some examples, but, a lot of the great things that I can say that I've done... I mean, I used to be able to eat a lot of food. I mean, I switched to a vegetarian diet. Is that great? I don't know. Probably. I'm certified in CPR. I get my hair cut over at Sport Clips. I mean... what else? I mean, that's pretty much it. Maybe we'll give some examples.
I've caught him in numerous lies, but I let him have it because it makes him feel special. Hey, what's going on, Harrison?
What lies? What lies have I told you?
It makes him feel important. He is not that special.
By the way, guys, if you want to know most of the things I talked to him about at work, I've talked about wrestling because I'm a huge wrestling fan. I've talked about YouTube, and that's it. That is literally it. Because those are the only two things we have in common. Well, I mean, he doesn't watch wrestling anymore. He doesn't. Because then, one, he would know that, he would realize that, wrestling's gotten a lot better. And, the best guy in professional wrestling history is no longer a Hulk Hogan. Never was. Man, I went back and watched his matches, and I was like, oh my god. I'd rather watch the Great Khali have a match. And if you guys have ever seen the Great Khali wrestle, you would know how sad that is.
Okay? There it is. Yes, every one of us is special in our own ways.
Listen, Magnum, you're special in more than one way. Okay? I mean, I've had conversations with you. Like, me and you have actually, sat down and talked. And you're pretty special.
But if you go out of your way to make yourself not, to make yourself, that horrible person, that's on you.
I mean...
But he's that low.
I'm no saint, but I'm not a horrible person.
Really? Harrison, you've been working a lot, though. Good to see you, buddy. I mean, that is how low this person is. I mean, why? Why in the world would you be that low? If you got that big of a problem, don't put it out there like that. Right. So he's been banned from my Facebook. Drop that ban hammer. He's been banned from my Discord. He's not allowed.
Okay. By the way, he said that I was banned from his Discord. This I didn't really know about. I knew I was banned from his Facebook because I don't get notifications from him anymore. I mean, I added him as a friend like a while ago, and I haven't got any new notifications. So I was like, either he's not posting or he banned me. And I was like, with what happened, I was like, he probably banned me. After I originally left back in August, I left his Discord. So, I mean, I guess he can go ahead and ban me on that. I'm not going back. I wasn't planning on it. If for that, for an entire month where I was back, I decided, not to go back to your Discord. Why would I even care to go back now?
Out there anymore. If he shows up any way, shape, or form, out. Along with that, he's, hey, what's going on, Jack? Sent him a live stream. So, in a nutshell, we have done.
See, and look, even his chat's turning against me. They're like, Harrison the King said hit him with a Buick. So apparently he wants me to be run over by a car. Queen Bee, I put it up on your Discord page. I'm not even there anymore. Yeah, she banned me. But I put it up the same day I put up that video. Why did I go to Google? Alright, yeah, I'm on my alt account that's just has premium. My account that I post videos on doesn't have it. But let's see here. Videos. Oh, here it is. So I posted it a week ago. What day exactly? October 3rd. This video is... Oh, this stream was October 4th. Okay. So yeah, she did know about it. Yeah, that, like, the night before. Okay, so I thought this was like a couple, this was like a while between each other.
That's right. He's that low of a snake, you know?
I don't know why he keeps calling me a snake. I definitely don't look like a snake.
Right? So I mean, he's really that bad. You know, here I'm trying to put out content to make people feel good about life, to draw closer to their other half. You know, things like that.
Listen, if I'm going to get romantic advice, it's not going to be from you. Okay? If I'm going to get any advice about anything, and I mean anything, it's not going to be from you. Unless I'm like, hey, listen, how do I get into a shitty marriage? How do I buy a shitty car? Because he drives a, 1970-something Maverick. And someone I work with, Maverick, Magnum, if you're watching this, I'll tell you who said it because they'll say it to your face, too. Said that car wasn't even good 40 years ago. And he has a stupid conspiracy theory that the reason that they stopped selling the Mavericks was because Ford was trying to push the Mustang, and the Mavericks were outselling the Mustang, so they decided to get rid of the Mavericks. So let's go ahead and look up why. Did Ford stop making the Maverick? There we go. I'm not watching a video. Oh, they're probably making, oh. Here we go. A brief history. Man, that is brief. Okay. Man, I can. It wasn't even replaced by the Mustang. It was replaced by the Granada. Please tell me this had, at least Wikipedia might have a reason for why they stopped making the Maverick. And it's also an ugly car, too. Remember, this was during a time when people's eyes haven't evolved. Okay, and it's fine. Its final year, the Maverick remained unchanged for 1977, except for a police package. Okay, so wow. Blah blah blah. The Maverick was produced and the Maverick was produced in Brazil until 1979. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Not really. Maverick's place in North America Ford lineup was essentially taken by the 1978 Fairmount. The Maverick had no significant changes towards the end of its lifespan. All right, and yeah, they started remaking them in April 30th, 2020. Oh, no, they're thinking about it. Okay. But yeah, the Ford Granada and the Ford Fairmount replaced the Maverick. I mean, I'm not seeing anything here saying why it was taken down, why they stopped selling it. Okay, so My guess is it's just a shitty car.
And trying to, do car content and things like, and give people that message of hope. And here this low-life snake attacks me. I mean, that is low. I mean, how low can you go? He does the limbo in
low.
life every day,
Actually, I don't do the limbo in life every day because my back, I don't have like a really good back. I mean like my back gets hurt really easily, so I mean it's not bad, it just hurts and it just makes it uncomfortable. So why would I limbo if I don't have a good back?
So I mean he's just that kind of a person, I'm not mentioning his name for two reasons. Number one, at work, we signed a statement that basically says that we will not attack each other. Yeah, he's very dangerous to society. We'll get to that in a minute.
Wow, somebody said I was very dangerous to society? No, I'm not.
We signed an agreement at work, and now every new hire has to sign the same agreement, which, by the way, he was even fired. He had to re-sign this thing when they brought him back.
Okay. So, yeah, I was fired. And if you guys want to know what happened, well, basically, one day I was throwing up sick. It was, like, late at night, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to go in the next day. So I tried calling. I called the store 7 or 8 times. I think at first I called like 6 or 7 times. I expanded it apart. And I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Like, it wasn't even ringing or anything. Then I called a manager that I knew was going to be working the next day. I was going to let her know, but she didn't pick up. So I left a message and everything. And you'll find out it doesn't seem like she got it. But anyways, then I kept calling the store a couple more times, and I was like, well, I'm just going to go to bed. It's starting to get late. And one of the managers came actually to my door from work the next day and was like, hey, you're supposed to be there. And I was like, listen, I tried calling out multiple times. I was like, I'm sick and all this. And I even tried calling out, and I couldn't even get the hold of anybody in the store last night. And she was like, well, listen, if you don't come in, you'll probably be suspended. That's what she was told. She went and without me, and then I was fired because I was, didn't come in sick. After the weekend was up, I went, which I actually went back the next day because I worked the day after that, and they're like, hey, you were fired. I was like, all right, well, I'll find out what's going on. I messaged the store manager, and they arranged a meeting between me and the assistant store manager, and we decided to talk about it. The store manager left it up to the assistant because the assistant was the one that fired me, and they decided to bring me back on with 90-day probation, and that was it. After that, like when I came back, I didn't have to sign anything. I signed no paperwork. Which he would know this if he was in management and he was involved in me coming back. But he's not, and he wasn't. He does maintenance, and that's it. And he doesn't even do that well. He does it good enough to get by. But if you compare him to our other maintenance guy who only does maintenance on deep clean day and Saturday and Sunday when Magnum's off, I mean, our other maintenance guy is way better. He helps out everybody on the floor like a lot, and still gets all of his maintenance stuff done by like around 9 o'clock, even though it only needs to be done, and that's including his break, even though it needs to be done probably around it needs to be done by, I think, 11 o'clock. And the last couple hours is just helping out and really doing more of like, touching up here and there to like little things, so there's less work.
So now that I said that, he actually signed a social media clause with being hired. So what does that mean?
Probably 5 years ago, but
Basically, if he puts anything nasty up on social media in any way, shape, or form, he can lose his job and possibly find himself in a courtroom smack dab with a huge lawsuit.
okay, listen, I'm going to tell you this now, okay? If he decides to sue me, which I'll let him have that if he wants to. If he's smart, he's not going to, because he has no grounds to sue me on. But anyways, that form is basically like a set of rules. It's basically like if, they give you like a rule book when you start your job, and it's like, hey, listen, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, and stuff like that. Okay? And you sign it and agree to it. That's not a legal binding agreement. That's not like a legal binding contract. So if you break it, they can't sue you for it. They can fire you or suspend you or whatever in form of legal punishment. But they can't sue you. Nobody. So if I go up and let's say, I don't know, I go up and I start talking about, how McDonald's does certain procedures and stuff like that all over Facebook, and I start talking about it in like a negative way, start, doing stuff like that, and I make fun of the owners and stuff like that. And these are just examples, okay? I'm like just making it extremely vague. Well, then I could lose my job, but I can't get sued over it.
This is a form of social media harassment. Let me explain. When you get, before you get to 1,000...
Okay, so how does you getting to 1,000 subscribers have anything to do with social media harassment? It doesn't? Oh, okay.
Right on, Ron. I see. I got the message you sent. So now that I've said that, okay, he basically, put this out there. It is and it isn't. In Missouri, they don't recognize that federal law, unfortunately. Technically, they should, but Missouri really doesn't bother with it. The police are too busy running around after rioters. Yes, I said rioters, a part of a single-minded organization that likes to claim that they're not racist, but they are.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying that people who riot for any reason whatsoever is saying that they're not racist, but they are? Okay, well, let's see here. Are the people rioting let's see here. There's a thing that's talked about racism, riots, and stuff like that. Alright, well, I can't see any evidence. Okay? I'm sorry, man. I see no evidence that rioting has anything to do with racism or anything like that.
Right? See what I mean? So yeah, he's a low-life snake. Okay? So on top of that, like I said, this guy's a big creepo, okay? So
What, because I know inappropriate jokes? Okay, well, I guess that makes everybody in the world a creep. It's like, okay, little Susie, I know you said that really dirty joke that you overheard your dad say, but now that makes you a creepy perv. Shame on you. What's a pervert, mister? That's not the point. You shouldn't be saying jokes like that. Now you're a pervert. Go away. Okay? I mean, like, seriously, come on. What, if I say a racist joke, does that mean I'm racist? Oh, here. I have one. Okay, so, how many cops does it take to change a light bulb? None. They just beat the room for being black. Well, listen now, okay? You said that extremely racist joke. That means you're automatically a racist. But sir, it was just a joke. It was not to be taken seriously. Listen, I get that, okay? I understand what a joke is. I know they're not supposed to be taken seriously. But because you said a joke that was a racist joke, that means you are automatically a racist. But why? It's just how the rules work. I am so sorry. Magnum said it once in his stream, so it's just that way. Okay, yes, kind of. Okay, here, we'll look up if it really is a crime. Let's see here. This is an educational website. Cyberbullying is the platform of the 21st century. Bully used to inflict pain and humiliation upon another. The use of technology to embarrass, threaten, tease, harass, or even target another person. Okay. Today's bully can follow the targeted victim wherever that child may go, whether the child is in school. Okay, so apparently we're comparing Prince Magnum to a child. But let's use a definition, okay? Okay, the use of technology to embarrass, threaten, tease, or harass another person. Okay, so embarrass. I mean, I'm not creating it to embarrass the guy. I created the video to shine a light on his actions of what he did, so that he doesn't do it anymore. Let's see here. Threaten. Okay, well, I didn't threaten him in any way, shape, or form. Tease. No. I don't think I teased him. Harass. No, because, I mean, let's see, let's even go and define harass, because people can have different views on what harassment is. Define harassment. Aggressive pressure or intimidation. Nope. I didn't pressure or intimidate him to do anything. I had him make up his own decision. Or even target another person. I mean, the video was about him, so I mean, if that's true, then that documentary that Shane Dawson did about Jeffree Star and Jake Paul would also be considered cyberbullying.
Right? So now that I've said all of that, on top of that, it's pretty bad when his own family says he's a jerk. His own
No, nobody in my family has ever said I was a jerk.
siblings are like, I have nothing to do with him.
Okay, I find that funny because I know for a fact that my siblings don't talk to him. My siblings don't know him. And if you want to know how I know this, my little sister and my little brother live down in Cape. So unless he's driving down to Cape and tracking down my siblings, by the way, I told nobody at my work knows where any of my siblings work. I mean, I'll talk about them at work, but I won't say, like, oh, like for instance, like their address, where they work, stuff like that. So unless he's tracking them down,
and then they're saying stuff to him that they won't even say to me, okay? Yeah, no. Let's see here. Monday, I talked to my little sister. I think it was Monday. Yeah, it might have been Monday or Tuesday. One of those 2 days. I talked to my little sister. It was Tuesday. Yeah, I remember. It was Tuesday. I talked because I was like, I had the next day off. So, and I had, no, it was Monday. I had Tuesday off. I had Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off. But anyways, yeah, I talked to my little sister Monday. I haven't talked to my little brother in a while, but that's due to the fact that I'm going to bed when he's going to work. But when he's getting when he's like getting up and getting ready for work, and when I'm getting off work, he's in bed. Because we work completely different shifts. My stepbrother, he doesn't talk to really anybody. My stepsister, I haven't really heard anything from her. I mean, we talk every now and then, on occasion. My older sister, geez, when did I talk to her last? Oh, here. I talked to my older sister Wednesday. Alright. And then my mom, I talked to my mom today. I remember because she took me driving. And I talked to my stepdad a few days ago. So, I mean, I still keep in contact with my family. They don't have anything to... It's not they don't have anything to do with me. It's just we still talk. It's just they don't talk to him because they don't know him.
They pretty much don't even... He's pretty well on his own. The guy
I live on my own. I'm not on my own.
has drugs and alcohol problems too.
Listen, this is a surprise to me, okay? I like if you guys didn't know that I had drug and alcohol problems, don't worry because I didn't know. I mean, because I don't do drugs. And I mean, yeah, I drink on occasion, but I mean, that's like saying somebody, and the last time I drank was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't remember. Yeah, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But yeah, I rarely drink now. And when I drink, I mean, yeah, I drink a good bit. But, I mean, I don't drink to get, hammered.
Right? Exactly. So, I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, this guy is a piece of work, okay? Again, when we raided that stream, I'm like, dude, whatever, So, we all left. The guy ended up with 1 dislike. It didn't come from me. It didn't, and to my
Listen, I can't prove where that dislike came from, but I can say that I personally believe that it came from him. Why do I say that? Because somebody getting mad at him would be a little bit of a damage to his ego.
if anybody else put it there, that is not my problem. Okay? That is not my problem. So basically, this dude is now facing where he could lose his job. And I probably will be pushing the issue first thing Monday morning with my boss. Along with that, pretty much almost all of his supporters come from the Prince Magnum channel. He attacked the guy who was helping him.
Alright, so if we're going to break this apart, let's go ahead and pull open Firefox. I use Firefox just because I have a different browser for my YouTube channels. So I don't have to, sign in, sign out all the time. And it keeps it nice and clean for me. But we'll have to go over to my YouTube channel, and then we'll have to basically just check my analytics. Alright, so let's see here. YouTube.com, because I can't spell. Alright, we're going to YouTube Studio. Analytics. I mean, I've lost some subscribers. Okay. I mean, I'm not, going to throw and cry. I'm going to throw a fit, cry about it. So let's check our videos. Okay, this one, where, because after this is when, I stopped getting support from people. So, it has 3 likes and 3 dislikes. Okay, well, let's go ahead and check out the analytics for this video. I mean, people keep watching it. I mean, it kind of stopped right now. But let's see here. 73% at 0 seconds in. 8 seconds, it dropped down to 53%. 1640. 2533. The lowest it hit, which was, I believe, so far 17. Actually, the lowest it hit is 13%, which has 13% of people that stay to watch it till the end. But, it goes from basically 73% of people staying for 0 seconds. I guess they just click on it, pause it, and then leave. But yeah, basically stay for 25 seconds. So 33 stay for 25 seconds and then they're gone. Alright, you may go, oh, that's just one video, and it's a very, it's one of those videos that has a lot of controversy. Alright, so we'll go to this one. It's my first video versus my most recent video. We'll check out the analytics here. Oh, look. 93 start. 33 at 14, and then 7, not even a minute in. Alright, that's another video. Alright, well, let's keep going, okay? There could be one. Let's actually check my most popular video. So, I believe there's one that has, 100 views. So, we'll check the most popular one. It has 160 views, 9 likes, and it only has likes. I mean, people still watch it. A good portion of people quit within 20-something seconds. Oh yeah, this is extremely helpful. Thank you. And a lot of people do actually watch like quite a bit of it. I mean, I will admit it's a 40-minute video, so if you get to like even here, 20 minutes, I was like, I get it if you want to leave after that. But if you're gonna watch like 20-something seconds, a minute of a 40-minute video, I mean, you're not really staying and watching. Now, actually, let's go ahead and check my least amount of views. We'll say any video with less than 10 views. Now, let's break it down even more than that. Views. We'll say 3 views. Anything less than 3 views. Well, oh wait. Wow. Alright, here you go. This one had... Okay, I don't really care about that one. This one is reacting to a film theory video. It got 1 view. Average duration of stay, 42 seconds out of a 30-minute video. We'll keep going, okay? We'll keep going. This one was a thank you for 100 views. Average stay, 32 seconds out of a 10-minute video. I mean, I can keep going.
That is seriously a low-life move. As my sister would say, biting the hand that feeds you.
That hand did not feed me. If it did, then it didn't even feed me scraps. I would have been better off getting scraps, but no. I'm like, listen, I'm creating content for people to enjoy. For people who, decide, I want to click on this guy's videos, I want to see what he's got. And you know what, if they like it, it's like, listen, I'm going to hit that subscribe button, and I'm going to hit that like button, and I'm going to comment saying, you're doing a fantastic job. But staying for a good portion of the time, if they can't stay for all of it, I get that, okay? You got things that you're doing. You got shit to do. Everybody does. But even I watch, like, a majority of people's videos.
We've raided his channel before. I mean, how douchey can you get?
I mean, you rated it once. And I just happened to decide that my first time going live on YouTube was to go live on a Wednesday. That was the only reason I decided to go live on that Wednesday was because I didn't work the next day. So I was like, maybe I'll stay up, stream, enjoy, and that's it.
So in a nutshell, the guy stabbed me in the back.
I didn't.
That is the most upsetting part.
I just made a video about how you bully people.
Work with the guy, and he stabs me in the back. Folks, personally, if it had been anybody else, I wouldn't care less. Honestly.
He's trying to make himself take the high road, but there's no way. You already dug yourself in a hole.
Exactly. And yes, I've done satire videos about things that tick me off in the workplace, but there's a big difference between satire and actual attacks, okay? So, believe me when I say I am angry, yes.
Alright, so someone said, you should. It's like, he shouldn't attack you, which I'm not attacking him. Didn't attack him. I think right now this might be, but I'm not sure. It's more of just, calling him out for his bullshit. And doesn't sound like that business could take a lawsuit. No, I think they could take a frivolous lawsuit. I mean, because if it came down to it, okay, this is what I would do. Okay, if I was the owners of the store, and Magnum decided to sue me, this is what I would do. Okay, I would basically just go like, all right, fine, I'll meet you in court then. He either may just drop the lawsuit, and I'd be like, all right. Then that'll be the end of that. Or I'd meet him in court. It would be a frivolous lawsuit, and then after I won, for obvious reasons, I would just fire his ass. I'd be like, all right, bye, goodbye, go away. It's like, your services aren't needed no more. Well, actually, I'd play it a little bit more smarter. I'd be like, hey, I'm thinking about bringing in, like, another maintenance guy, in case people need vacation time or time off. It's like, get him trained. Once he gets trained, it's like, boom, you're fired. Guess what? Don't need you no more. You see, first you gotta get the training, and you gotta get it done right, because if it doesn't get done right, if he thinks that he's gonna get fired, then he's not gonna train him right, and if it doesn't get done right, then it has to be done all over again. So use the time that you have, get him trained right, and then fire the guy. Move your weekend maintenance guy to weekdays, and make your new maintenance guy the weekend maintenance guy.
But I'm trying to take the high road here, okay?
Doing a shitty job at it.
In a nutshell, this person, he basically is wrecking his own channel. Folks, I'm going to say it right now. What's going on, Alley Cat?
I'm wrecking my own
I'm
channel.
Say it right now. Channels that build themselves on controversy usually don't go that far. Okay?
Yes, I'm building my channel on controversy. That's why, so far, if you count this one, there's only going to be 2 videos on my channel that have any form of controversy whatsoever. I mean, unless you talk about my couple rant videos where there's one I ranted about his wife because, well, she's fucking stupid. I mean, I'm not wrong. Then there was another rant where I just ranted about Grimgar Ashes of Illusion, which, if you're an anime fan, you'll get a lot of... If it's an anime and there's a fan group behind it, it's going to get a lot of support from their fans. And that would be really controversial, just ranting about an anime.
That is why I don't do it. It's good to see you, Alley Cat. Channels that do that sort of thing, trying to live off of other channels, do not make it, okay?
No, I'm not trying to live off your channel. I'm trying to be my own channel.
Eventually, they're going to have to actually provide real content. That is exactly...
Guys, if you want to actually see real content, I do have real content. Subscribe for more. And yeah, I do post regular content.
What we're going to do, what we will continue to do here on the Prince Magnum channel. And that is what we're going to do. Well, yeah, exactly, Ms. Kelly, exactly. Well, it's good to see all of you. Again, this was a straight up attack. He basically overstepped his line. If he had that big of a problem, we could talk about it. Maybe he was feeling like he had to say what he said.
Well, I mean, I did. You did bully a small channel.
I mean, he's that kind of a lowlife. He will,
By the way, the small channel wasn't even me. It was that guy that we talked about earlier.
Will never amount to what we do. Okay?
Wait, what did you just say?
I mean, he's that kind of a lowlife. He will never amount to what we do.
Good. I don't want to be that same person that's grouped up with you. Okay? I want to be grouped up with people like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, Jack Sucks at Life, who, by the way, is a... I forgot to mention two of these people. I forgot to mention Mr. Beast actually was one of the YouTubers picked in my newly created YouTube Hall of Fame. I would like to congratulate Mr. Beast on that. Also, another person, I have to give this person two congratulations. It's Jack Sucks at Life. He was also another... His Jack Massey Welsh channel actually became a part of my YouTube Hall of Fame. And I would like to congratulate him on that. But the second thing I would like to congratulate him on is he now has the most channels owned by an individual with over 100,000 subscribers. He actually set a Guinness World Record for the most YouTube channels with over 100,000 subscribers. He has 8 channels with over 100,000 subscribers, and I would like to congratulate him for a job well done.
Okay. He'll destroy his own channels. He will do to himself exactly what I have seen so many other content creators do. They
What?
destroy their channel by doing stupid stuff just like this. When you attack a guy who's, and I'm not saying I'm squeaky clean.
Okay, listen, I'm not going to repeat myself. Okay? I'm not attacking him at all. Okay? Anytime he says that, just pretend like I paused it and say that I'm not attacking him. I really hate repeating myself.
Right. People that do that sort of stuff, they don't go very far. They don't go very far. Eventually it catches up. Eventually it catches up to you. So that's exactly what's going on. It's going to catch up to this dude. And it's not going to be me that has to worry about it. If you will, karma, dogma, whatever you believe in. Thank you,
The evil queen spider. That's what I believe in.
Miss Kelly.
Now, if you guys actually know me, I'm Catholic.
And if y'all get a chance, hit the capture message, screenshot it, send it to me if you would, please. If you get a moment. We'll need that username. Exactly, Ms. Kelly. We will have our day in that. Yeah. Anyhow, so in the end, this person's destroying himself. I can't help him. I know he's got a problem with drugs and alcohol.
Which we all know is a shock to me. I didn't know I had a problem with drugs and alcohol. I rarely drink and I don't do drugs. The worst I can say that I've done, smoke pot. But, I don't even smoke pot anymore. I haven't smoked pot in a long time.
I suspect, thank you so much, Queen. I suspect in the next few years that he will be sitting in the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous wondering what the heck just happened.
I shall get ready. Hey guys, so, hi, my name's Nathan. I'm an alcoholic. My last drink was weeks ago. I had a shot of Fireball whiskey. And yeah. And oh. Yeah. I've also still had alcohol in the fridge. You know, I know this is my first. I know this is my first session. Okay, hey, listen. I listened to your boring story about how, drunking caused you to, speed through a school zone going like 50 miles an hour over, and you hit a tree. Okay, I mean, there was your story went on, and it's like, oh no, I can't drive anymore. And it's like, once I get my driver's license back, I have to get this breathalyzer thing put into my car, and then I have to pay for that. And then it's like, then I have to make sure I'm not drunk. And listen, I listened to your boring story over there. Yeah, Samantha. God. About how that one time you came into work drunk and then passed out and then woke up just to find out that you were fired. Ooh, what a plot twist. Somebody call M. Night Shyamalan. Oh my god. Jake, I get it. Okay, I shouldn't be judging people for the mistakes they made. I'm not. I'm judging them for how boring their story is. Okay? You want a good story? Alright, fine. I'll take your story into consideration. Okay, man? It's like... Yeah, it's like... So... Yeah, like 3 days ago, I had me a 6-pack of beer and like 5 mixed drinks at, 6:30 in the morning. I waited till about 8 o'clock before going out and getting some more alcohol. Because, I mean, it's a school day, traffic, it happens. And then I just was like, I'm running late to the liquor store. And I was going 80 miles an hour. And I was swerving all over the road. I hit a kid and pinned it up against the tree. After that, the tree burst into flames. I ran out, tripped over a winning lottery ticket. Dude, it was so great. The cops arrested me. They saw that winning lottery ticket and it's like, hey, a little blowjob and, couple G's, we'll let you go. Then I was like, fuck yeah. And then ever since that, I've been, giving blowjobs and running kids over with cars. And that's why I'm here today. So I don't have to do it anymore. I mean, at least make it interesting. But, oh, you were saying that I'm not actually an alcoholic? Well, I mean, you got a point. I'm not. Alright, well, back to the video.
I suspect it'll be probably around his 30s, but that's what's going to happen to him.
Oh my god. This guy's a fortune teller. So apparently by the time I'm in my 30s, which I'm 24 right now, so at least 6 years, I'm going to develop a really bad drinking problem and then want to quit. Okay.
He's going to continue. And he's going to end up there, and it's going to be his own fault.
Got it. Where'd you get your fortune from?
Right in front of him is a guy who's willing to help.
Listen, okay? I understand where you're coming from. I understand that all you want to do is help. But, here, let me, I just want to be on the safe side, because I was going to say, when hell freezes over, I'll get any form of help from you. But we need to check, what is the current weather right now in hell? Oh, there's actually a place called Hell. Okay. Well, hell in Minnesota hasn't froze over, I think. I don't know. It's 59. Alright, so it's 15 degrees Celsius. So no, hell hasn't even frozen over.
But I can't help him right now. Does that mean at some point I'm going to forgive him? Yes. What's going on?
Good, you're gonna forgive me for what? I don't know what I did. I mean, context would be important here, but I did nothing but speak the truth.
TFZ, good to see you, buddy.
Oh, by the way, he's making it seem like I did something wrong, so if I did, I would apologize, but I didn't, so I'm not. If he really wants an apology from me that bad, well, he has to make hell freeze over, and then after that, he can kiss the whitest part of my ass.
Yes, I will eventually. When that day comes, I'll be right there. You know. He's a sick person. He's a sick person.
I mean, I'm kind of warm. Yeah, I'm a little warm, but I think that has more to do with... it's kind of warm in my room. I'm, like, surrounded by a lot of technology. And... you know, it's producing a lot of heat. But I think it's more the fact that I'm just in a warm room, because I feel fine.
Person, and eventually he's going to have to face his demons.
Do I look sick, guys?
You know? There you go. You know, so eventually he's going to have to face those personal demons. When that day comes, I'll be willing to listen. You know? I'm not that kind of a person. Yes, I'm angry, but, you know, I'll get mad and glad in the same frickin' pants that I put on this morning, you know? That's just the way it is.
I get hungry and thirsty in the same pair of pants that I wear. Sometimes I get, you know, happy. Sometimes I get sad. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I get, like, cravings for, like, Taco Bell. I mean, I always, just bean burritos, man. But if I want, like, a really, you know, big burrito, I go to Qdoba. You know, some, like, Impossible meat, you know, because, like I said, I'm vegetarian. It's a good source of protein, and it's also a plant-based substitute. Get that, I either get black or pinto beans. I know I can get, like, half or half. And I just, like, you know, stuff it. A lot of queso and stuff, rice. Dude, burritos are delicious.
You know, I'm not going to be that kind of a person, you know? But a day's in, yes, he did this to himself. I won't even give his name because I don't want you all to go over there.
My name is Nathan Francis. Unless you're talking about like my YouTube names, then my YouTube names are Supreme Anime, Supreme Games, Supreme Random. If you start about like my Twitch channel, that's Supreme Anime as well.
And give him any support. If any of you know who I'm talking about. Well, yeah. Which brings to mind, you know, something that we say in Alcoholics Anonymous. Something that we say in Alcoholics Anonymous is, straight up, here it is. If you take a drunken horse thief and you sober them up, they're still a horse thief. They're just a...
Jeez, he has to bring up Alcoholics Anonymous again. He has to bring up drinking again. All right, well, I have another saying as well, okay? If you take a drunken Call of Duty player and you sober him up, he's just another Call of Duty player. Now, that could be misconstrued as me just stealing from him, so I might as well just come up with something different. Okay, well... okay, so... if you take a... I don't know... a... Mario Party 4 player, and then if you take Mario Party 4 away from a Mario Party 4 player, he's still a Mario Party player. So, I mean, yeah, you can literally just, like, phrase that in any way, shape, or form, and it's still true.
The sober horse thief. So, if there's, you know, nothing changes, if nothing changes, okay?
Okay, nothing's changing so far because I'm neither drunk nor a horse thief. Why would I want a horse? They're smelly, obnoxious animals. I don't want a horse.
So, at any point, if you get, and I know Queen Bee will send you, probably send you the information, but if you guys are supporting him, I suggest dropping that support until he's ready to straighten up his act. Am I saying his channel needs to go away? No. I think he's got potential.
Listen, if you're going to just side with him when he's giving you no facts or information whatsoever, but yeah, if he's just going to do stuff like that, not share any facts at all, then, and you're going to agree with him, then, yeah, unsubscribe. Like, here. God, I hate having to do this. Okay, so let's say I subscribed here. Okay, so if I click this subscribe, where it says subscribed, and it says unsubscribe from Prince Magnum, and you hit unsubscribe, you're no longer subscribed to him. Alright? Okay? That's literally how it works. It's super simple. I know some people forget how to do that, and I hate having to use Prince Magnum as an example because I didn't want to subscribe to him at all. But I'm not going to unsubscribe from somebody that I actually enjoy watching.
He's got a great deal of potential. But at day's end, until he can get the controversy out of his head, I think he needs to not get any support. And he definitely won't be getting from my end. Because plain and simple, there's no way I'm going to support someone that puts down, that's going to put down good people. Plain and simple. And I try to be. I'm not always saying I'm there.
Is this the end of it?
He's got potential. He's got potential to go somewhere here on YouTube and everywhere
Oh,
else.
here, look. I never gave my support in the first place. He has always been a bully to you. No, I have not. Apparently you don't know what the fuck a bully is. You were just too nice to see it. Don't worry, I'm glad that you didn't give me any support because I don't support you, your channel, or, well, anything about you at all. Trust me, I've met you, and that's one of the things that still, to this day, I wish God would have wiped that memory so clean and clear. That one day when you walked into work, well, my work, and you asked if Magnum was here. I mean, those few sentences you said to me. God, it was... And the fact that... Oh my God. It was just miserable. I mean... The best way to explain it... Okay. So... Imagine being stuck in a room with a laptop at full charge. Okay? There's no outlets, nowhere in the world. Well, in this room, I mean, not in the world. Okay? And you have internet. But you can only visit 3 websites. Okay? Okay, you can only visit 3 websites. Those websites being your local government's website. So, like, let's say you live in, I don't know, St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, you can only visit the website, like the city's website about St. Louis, Missouri. Okay? God knows. Yeah, he really does. Yeah, I know you guys love me over there. And I'm glad that I got your guys' support. Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to end this stream off here. I'm glad you guys were able to stop by. I mean, he pretty much was talking like straight out of his ass. He was pretty much saying, I have a drug problem, I have a drinking problem. Saying stuff like, none of my family care about me and shit, which he doesn't even know my family. But, yeah. And he thinks, like, I need support from him. Oh my god, that's a good one. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end off the stream. I just basically want to do this as a way so I didn't have to, edit the video. I can just throw it up here and that's it. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. And I'll definitely be talking to you guys later.